Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So, are you all excited about the results? And who do you think will win? Yes, everyone thinks that they will win this particular competition. Perfect. So, we will now begin with the award ceremony of Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs Program, Season 2022-2023. Asking the juries, how did you feel about all of these teams presenting in front of this particular platform in front of about 150 audience, an audience of 150 people? How did you feel that the teams performed? That's great. And all the juries are feeling that all the teams performed very nice on this particular platform. All the teams today, they presented their products, they presented their startups, they presented all the things that they have been preparing from the past 8 months as a part of this particular program. They learned design thinking, they learned machine design, they learned product design, they learned how to manufacture a product, if not manufacture it to a level that it can be sold as a product, but to a level that it can show a perfectly working prototype, a 3D printed prototype, or a prototype which can be created using frugal manufacturing techniques. They also showed us the skills that these students can present, deliver these pitches in a perfect form as a part of their marketing campaign. Moving on, the objective of Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program is to inspire young minds to be the future innovators and future entrepreneurs of this country, and to shape the future of our next generation, groom them to be the future innovators. We began with a very bright aim in our mind, that was to introduce bright students to the exciting world of product designing, 3D digital technologies, manufacturing, printing, and designing marketing campaigns, unveiling the culture of makers and startups, igniting their creativity. This particular competition we have started for students from classes 7th to 10th, that is an age group of 12 to 16 years. This year, we have had a lot of highlights to share with you. The primary highlight being, there was an event known as National Technology Week in Delhi, which was inaugurated by the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi. A total of 40 schools from all across India were selected to present their products in this particular event. I am glad to announce that 20 of these products were a part of our program in Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program. Apart from that, when Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other G20 delegates interacted with these kids, and they found that how much level of dedication and enthusiasm the students, teachers, schools, and the ecosystem is putting into these young minds, they came to us And now, this particular program that you are able to witness, that is the grand finale of Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program, is a G20 event which is known as Startup 20X. Startup 20X is a platform where various established startups, they come front and they tell their journeys in front of a global audience. Apart from this, the program is being executed in collaboration with Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, Government of India. This year, we scaled from 50 schools to 100 schools across India in 5 zones. There were schools from aspirational districts, there were schools from non-ATL schools, there were schools from Atal Tinkering Labs. And this program was a year-long program that went from August to June. We had a huge support from a team of volunteers which were interacting with these schools one-on-one as their mentors, as their school champions. 100 schools, equivalent 100 mentors. These 100 mentors, along with these 100 mentors, we had 11 zonal champions and 6 core team members who were always on their tiptoes to help all the students reach their potential. Now we will look at a video that emphasizes on what the program is. It looks like there is some technical glitch at our end, but no problem. We will now tell you about the schools that participated in the season 2022. We had 100 schools from 31 states and union territories across India, leveraging the diversity and inclusivity in this perspective. We had 100 virtual school startups and schools from all border states. I'm really happy to announce that this year we had 10 schools from Jammu and Kashmir and 10 schools from Andaman and Nicobar Islands that were a part of this program. When our team interacted with these teams, with these schools, we noticed, and the schools themselves told us, that no one has reached out to them at this particular level where our team is going to their place, going to their state, and delivering sessions on various topics. We had 23 all-girls teams in this particular program this year. 18 schools from this year are from aspirational districts. Moving on, we will now take a look at what our global leadership team from La Fondacia Dassault Systems wants to say to these young children. Okay, so let's give the technical team some minutes to work on why the videos are not playing. But in the meanwhile, I would request our chief guest, Mr. Padma Shri, Mr. Pramod Kare, our guest of honor, Mr. Samuel Praveen Kumar, our managing director, Mr. Deepak NG, our CEO, Mr. Sudarshan Mogasale, and our esteemed panel of juries, and our executive director, Mr. Hemant Gadgir, to please come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you very much, everyone. And we have our technical glitches that were in front of us. We have them put aside. And now let's look at what Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program is all about. So looking at the video, I think it was worth the wait. Thank you very much to the team who has prepared, who has put in so much effort in preparing these videos. We will now take a look at the congratulatory messages that our global leaders have in plate for you all.
It is truly a privilege to open this award ceremony with you. Made in 3D is a competition designed to give our students the interest not only to invent, but also to design, to manufacture and even to market innovative products. In many cases, it helps give purpose to what our students are studying. Made in 3D was created in France for sure, but it is now taking shape in India. And the exchanges between Indian and French students are already proving very fruitful. And I also must say that the Indian students are truly an inspiration for the French one. The importance and the relevance of this Made in 3D challenge is also underlined by its association with the G20. This ceremony is honored by the assistance of our chief guest, Mr. Pramod Kari, who was awarded Padma Shri, and our guest of honor, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav. I also want to thank the team from the ATL Innovation Mission, our jury members, and all our leadership team in India led by Sudarshan Mogasale, and of course, all the students and all the teachers who have volunteered to be part of this very interesting Made in 3D challenge. So I wish you all an outstanding award ceremony. Have a good day.
My name is David Jasmine, director of the Fondation La Malapatte in France. Our foundation has been working closely with the Fondation Dassault Systèmes for many years. We have been offering also to volunteer teachers a twinning program between Indian and French schools in order to exchange information about their respective countries, cultures, education system, experience in Made in 3D project, and many other topics. This year, 20 schools participating to this program organized a live video call session in English to exchange directly between students and their teachers. I have seen a lot of enthusiasm from all participants, trying to address the challenge with a potential poly and how people could benefit from it. I have to thank again all participants, students, teachers, volunteers from Dassault Systèmes and Boss Foundation who have been made it possible. Finally, I wish you all the best for this grand finale event.
Exceptional finale of Made in 3D in the prestigious context of the G20 event. Congratulations to all the students who have reached the grand finale and of course to their principal and teachers. In France, we used to say that teaching is the most important and impactful job in the world, and I believe this is true. So, welcome to all of you. I would like also to warmly congratulate Eman Ganchil and his team, Shreyas, Shushil, Shubham, Esraya, along with our committed 3DS volunteers for their exceptional work you did all together. Made in 3D has been launched in France in 2016, and since then it has been expanding steadily, year after year. In 6 years, more than 9,000 French students have taken to the competition. This year, in France, an all-girl team won. They adapted a popular board game for the visually impaired. It made us realize how much teenagers have a strong desire to help their classmates who are disabled. In addition, next summer we are hosting in France, you may know, the Olympic and Paralympic Games in Paris. This is why next year the students will have to imagine a product that can help an athlete or a disabled supporter. In the meantime, we are very excited to discover the Made in 3D India winning teams and their product. Keep in mind that you all are winners. Getting to the finale, having the opportunity to come to Pune as part of the G20 event is already an unforgettable experience and a wonderful trophy. So now, let's enjoy the event. Bye.
Greetings from La Fondation Dassault Systèmes in the United States. I would like to congratulate you all for your successful completion of the Made in 3D competition. I hope you learned a great deal about entrepreneurship, design thinking, teamwork, 3D creation, and most importantly, about your own capabilities. I understand that some of you even had the opportunity to present your products to Prime Minister Modi. That is impressive. Congratulations. Made in 3D in India has been a remarkable achievement that has left us truly inspired. So much so that we decided to launch the same program here in the United States. We just completed our inaugural season of Made in 3D. We relied heavily on what our colleagues in India and France have created and are very pleased with our results. I want to thank La Fondation India for all of their support to help us make our launch successful. I also would like to recognize the 200 teachers who have worked tirelessly to build entrepreneurs of the future. This program would not have been the success it is without you. All of you have done a wonderful job. I hope you continue to embrace an entrepreneurial spirit and recognize the power of working in a team. Most importantly, remember to believe in yourself and your own personal potential. The world is relying on you to create a better future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Thibu, Marie-Pierre, Debbie, and David for your wise words and your congratulations to all of our students. I would now like to show you all what these 12 teams have created in these 8 months in the form of a video which showcases the products that they have created. after looking at these amazing videos and amazing products that these kids have developed, I know you must be dying to know who these kids are, from where they belong, and where they are right now. So, I would like to call upon all the teams to the stage right now, in the sequence that I am calling now. Jnana Prabodhini Prashala from Pune, Maharashtra. Paljor Namgyal Girls School, Gangtok, Sikkim. Coimbatore Public School, Tamil Nadu. I would also request the school champion and the teachers, if they can, please join the students on the stage as well. Springdale School, Dholakwa, New Delhi. Come running, fast. Swami Atmanand Government Multipurpose Higher Secondary, Utkrusht Hindi Medium School, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. BBB Kangan Exploratory Science Center, Pune, Maharashtra. DAV Cantonment Public School, Rohtak Road, Delhi. Air International School, Tamil Nadu. Delhi Public School, New Town, Kolkata. City Pride School, Pune, Maharashtra. Saint Anandram Jaipuriya School, Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Thank you very much, everyone, for encouraging the students. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Yogesh Kulkarni and Mr. Pratap Shukla to please come up on the stage and tell us which is the one team that you like the most and why did you like this team? Yeah.
No, I will not do this. Because it's a very tough job. In fact, I like many teams. Yeah. Go on.
In fact, I loved all the teams. My heartbeat. On the stage, even my heartbeat is like very, very high. So I loved you all. I mean, fantastic presentation, fantastic confidence. It was so much for us to learn. You know, next. Yeah.
It was wonderful presentations. The way you presented, the way you basically made the videos, the recording, it was like amazing. We are like thrilled with this thing. Even all the jury, we had a very extensive discussion about your projects, your ideas, and we appreciated a lot. Yeah. So congratulations to all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Yogesh. Thank you very much, Pratap sir. But now you must be wondering that these jury members named all the schools as amazing presenters. They named their products as amazing products. But what makes them so special? So let's take a look. I would now like our chief guest, Padma Shri Pramod Kale sir, to please pick a chit from the bowl that we have over here. So, Pramod Kale sir has picked Paljor Namgyal Girls School. I would request one team member from Paljor Namgyal Girls School to come up on the stage and tell us about their product in a time span of 3 minutes. I repeat, I would request one team member from Paljor Namgyal Girls School to please come forward and tell us about their product in a time span of 3 minutes.
So my name is Disha Thapa from Paljor Namgyal Girls School, and I'm proud to present my school right here, proud to present the startup. So our startup name is IO 3D. So as I said before, and those who have missed, IO is a common Nepali word, which means it has come. So how would a scenario look like is someone, our father, our uncle goes to make up the pipe, disconnected pipes there, and from there they scream, Pani means water. So, Pani ayo, and we say ayo. So that is how we got inspired to name our startup this. Okay. So our product, this is our product. It is a replica of a medium which is presently used in our state. It is called tutti. Tutti is a cutout part of a rubber pipe as well, which is it looks like this, tutti, without the straps. So we bring the two pipes here and we tie the ends with the rubber straps. So after some time, the problem is the rubber strap needs a lot of palm strength. And the second problem is due to Bernoulli's principle that says that increase in the fluid speed decreases the internal space. So after some time, the tutti would look like this. So that makes the tutti loosen up and it's gone. So how we have tried to fix those problems is, number one, we have incorporated the feature of Ziploc. So Ziploc is really easy, and you might have experienced as well. So you just put this inside this hole and just pull it. There you have it tightened. So to reduce the restriction, to completely eradicate that, the constriction, we have made a bulge design. So now constriction is not there. So that is how we incorporated those features in our product. And this product is not something sophisticated or something which has a lot of complication designing. It is simple yet effective. It is a quick fixing device. And importantly, this is a necessity in our state. A necessity, I repeat. So this is all about our product. It is quick fixing, simple design, user-friendly. It has those features, and our targeted end users are the community people. And during this whole time, we got to interact with so many amazing people, and we got to hear that this system of having a medium connecting the pipes is seen here also. So we believe that this is the next change in the pipeline industry, and a change to the community as well. So I would like you to answer this. And also, sorry, I forgot to say that our new tagline is IO, made in Sikkim, loved by India. Thanks to sir. Closing off this presentation, closing off this competition, I would like you all to repeat after me. IO. Thank you so much. Thank you. Scan in our pamphlet. You could scan this. This will take you to our website, and there you'll see the marketing video that everyone has been talking about. So there you will see how regular life in our state looks like, and how this is a change that we are talking about. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Disha, for giving us an amazing pitch about your product. Now, taking our fun presentations to a serious note, I would like to call upon Mr. Sudarshan Mogasale, the CEO of Dassault Systems and President, La Fondation Dassault Systems India, to please come up on the dais and introduce and felicitate our chief guest, Padma Shri Pramod Kale sir.
Sir, it's my privilege to speak about Kale sir. He is known everywhere in India. He is pioneer in space in India. He is one of the first students of Vikram Sarabhai. I guess every one of you know who is Vikram Sarabhai. And you might have heard Tumba Station. He is one of the person who set up Tumba Station. He was director of Space Application Center, which is satellite making, payload making center. I was fortunate to work under him for a brief period, 30 years back, of course. So he is my boss in that side. Boss for life. Fantastic human being. He is guide for many in the space industry. He also led our Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, again in 94, I guess, 94. He is Padma Shri, and he is walking encyclopedia of space in India. So, with all these things, I welcome here. Sir, it's a great honor. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
not quite certain as to what I should be speaking here with all the students about the startups and particularly about this, starting with the 3D printing. So I thought that I will share a few thoughts about what a startup can actually do and how you should be looking at it in the future. Around 1983 or so, 1980 to 83, when it was decided that we will have a cosmonaut going on a Russian capsule. Two people were selected, Rakesh Malhotra and Ravish Malhotra. While all the technical discussions were going on, one of the interesting questions that came up was that this is okay, that our people are going there, he'll go in space. Question that came up was, what is he going to eat? So the question of space food becomes important. And it was decided that he should definitely get the Indian food, and that food, manufacturing, processing, entire responsibility was given to the Defense Food Research Laboratory in Mysore. Now in Mysore, there are two institutions. One is the Central Food Research and Technology Institution, and second is this Defense Food Research Laboratory. But they had developed the techniques for the kind of food that is necessary, particularly for our team which was going every year, I think that was the third year by that time, to Antarctica. Now in Antarctica, people were living there for long enough time, but they needed the regular food. And the food had to be carried all the way from India. So the food itself was developed very specifically there. The numbers are really staggering because in the first year they carried 1 lakh chapatis and everything was over in less than 4 months instead of the 6 months that it was supposed to last. But the kind of food that is really required for space is something different. It should be ready to eat. It should be easy to reconstitute. That is, whatever food has been taken has to be reconstituted. It could be in the powder form, could be in any other form, but with just adding water, it should be possible to reconstitute. No bacteria. That was the very important issue that came up, that whatever you take should not contaminate, should not create any kind of a health problem. It should have a proper packaging and long shelf life. The reason I'm talking about this kind of a thing is that today, when I look back, that from 1963, my first visit to USA, to later on so many visits, almost every museum, wherever I have gone, in the souvenir shop, they are selling the space food. The food that was made for the astronauts is available to general public. Now they are selling it in the souvenir shop. But once this kind of a food has been prepared, it can be definitely used for the survival packs for our Air Force people when they carry certain things with them when they are going over the water or over land. Such food can be also sent to Antarctica. It can be sent as disaster relief. Whenever there has been certain problems, this type of food that has been prepared. But the technology that got developed at the Defense Food Research Laboratory has been transferred to various industries. Today, the processed food that you see is being actually manufactured using that particular technology. So about 4 years ago, when our Gaganyaan program was coming up, at that time we had a discussion, and one of the interesting things that came up was, today all of the students, you have thought about using a 3D printing machine. Now, can we really carry the ingredients in space and do a 3D printing there? 3D printed pizza, I have seen some of those kinds of videos and other things, but think about it. Only question that came up was whether a 3D printer, will it really work properly in zero gravity? So when you're thinking about space, go slightly deeper into the knowledge connected with it. For the systems that we think which are actually necessary for our agriculture, one of the very interesting things which I read about 6-7 years ago was about a girl from South Africa. She had looked at as to what was happening, how the trees were dying down because of the drought condition. She came up with the proper idea of making super absorbent polymers from the raw material that was basically the orange peels as well as avocado peels. Now, that particular super absorbent polymer can actually absorb about 200 to 300 times in weight water. That water can be retained by it. Now, her idea was that using super absorbent polymers spread around the roots of the tree, once the water is there, water will remain there, the roots will be able to take the water, and it will not evaporate out in the atmosphere. And this has really worked. I've been looking at as to where in India can be really done. Yes, in Maharashtra we have got the orange. We have got avocados in Kerala as well as in Karnataka. We have this custard apple. So the fruit skins have all this particular material. Question is how best we can take it up. Even the super absorbent polymers, I have been looking at it, whether they could be actually taken up in such a fashion that they could be 3D printed. Yes, they could be 3D printed. I have looked at it. Yes, it can be done. Lastly, all these young people, when I see them, I want to share with them one very important thought for their own future. About 7 years ago, I had gone to USA, and while walking on the street in New York, near Central Park, I saw a very peculiar sight. There was a completely white-colored bicycle in one of the places. It was chained to a small pole. But when I looked at carefully, I found out that it was slightly broken. Then I went next to it to check what it was. They had given a website, Ghost Riders, if I'm not mistaken, and there was a plaque that a bicyclist died here. After coming back to Pune, I was thinking about it as to every year, so many young people completely lose their life because they're not wearing the helmets. So in Pune or any other city, how many places are we going to keep such bicycles, completely white painted? So think about it as to where you can actually talk about a startup. Why can't the two-wheeler recognize that the rider is not wearing a helmet? Look at it carefully, because this is what your future is going to be. Look at a smart helmet which can be actually developed. Look at the vehicle also to become quite smart. I wish all of you the best. This is a fantastic opportunity that you have got. Thank you.
So now, I know that you all are waiting to know who the winners are. I am waiting as well. But the wait is for just a few more minutes. In that time, I want to know what is next in plate for all of the students that are a part of this program right now. And what's in plate for all the students who will be winning this program this year. Also, Are we going to launch the program next year? If we are, how is it going to be? To answer all of these questions, let me call upon stage, but I don't think that he will be on stage, so I'll call him virtually to join us, Dr. Chintan Vaishnav, the Executive Director of Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, Government of India. Along with him, I would like to invite Mr. Samuel Praveen Kumar, Ms. Dipali Upadhyay, Mr. Hemant Gadgir, and Mr. Sudarshan Mogasale to join me in a form of a panel discussion to answer all the questions that I have right now, and I know that you must also have. Yes. So, the question that comes very first in my mind is, once we have our winners, what's in it for them? What is next? What will the winners do once they become the winners? Dr. Chintan Vaishnav, Mission Director, Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, Government of India, can you please answer this question?
Well, first of all, my apologies for not being with you. I have a very unique set of dasa karmas that every single year I seem to manage to not be able to be there in person. But I know our team is there. I was just mentioning to Dipali that having 3 people from Atal Innovation Mission in person is like having 3 universes. So nothing is impossible. But my congratulations to the teams that are going to win. Of course, my congratulations to those who may not win but have participated and have done their work. For me, I think what will the teams go on to do? I will let others speak to the exact opportunities as to what they will have. But I will say they will go on to win more things. Let me pause there and see if people want to add details to it. I also should say, again, just to share with you, you probably see at hospital in my background, my father's admitted here. So this is the reason I'm unable to sort of be there in person. But anyway, let's go on.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chintan. Hemant sir?
Okay, so yeah. So the teams who will be winning, of course, they are winning prizes. And this time we have decided the prizes which will help them to learn more and explore more. So there's a surprise available to them in the packet of the prizes. And we feel that will help them to take their journey forward to be the future innovators, future entrepreneurs.
No? Okay. We have an announcement to make, and this is coming from Dr. Chintan Vaishnav, Additional Secretary, Mission Director, Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog. He has, he being the chair of Startup 20 engagement group under G20, has made this huge announcement, which he wants to make. He wanted to make it himself today by being here, that the top 3 teams who get selected today as the top 3, they get a chance to come and participate in the Startup 20 event, the conclave, the Shikhar event, the final event in Gurgaon on 3rd and 4th July. They get to showcase their innovations. They also get to participate in a panel discussion, and they will get an opportunity to interact, network with startups from across India and other countries. They will meet delegates from over 20 countries, maybe 30 countries, and you will have lots of dignitaries from various ministries, industries, startups, founders, co-founders of unicorns, and as well as of large corporates. You will get a chance to interact with them. So you will participate in G20.
Let me add a thought to that. Thank you, Dipali. So for all our young friends in the audience, this is a very, very important moment for the global startup ecosystem, because this is for the first time that G20, which is the world's most important economic forum, has decided to give startups a voice equal to any other economic entity in the global discourse. Until now, startups were always talked about in some or the other corner of G20, but startups never had their own platform. They never produced a policy recommendation that goes to the 20 leaders of the world, of the G20, as to how we want startups to become a part of the global economic growth. This year, with India's leadership and upon India's proposal to create a Startup 20 engagement group, which is equivalent to a B20 or the Business 20 engagement group, which is for larger corporations. Now we have an architecture of G20 where both large corporations and startups have a voice. So this is really a momentous policy occasion, and I feel very, very proud. We feel very, very proud that. So in this format of the 2-day occasion, which is going to have many, many exciting things going on, but in the afternoon, and this conversation, obviously, the G20 conversations are about 20 countries. They're not about any single country. Even so, in the afternoon, we have carved out 40 minutes where children, all the way to from children to teachers to mentors to incubation managers to policymakers, the entire spectrum of India, Indian innovation ecosystem is going to be featured, and I feel very, very proud that some of you will be taking part in it. So heartiest congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you.
Wow, that's such a great opportunity for the top 3 teams. Congratulations to the teams who will be winning the program and eventually be joining the Startup 20 Summit, the final summit that is the Shikhar, to meet all these ecosystems. The second question that I have for you all is, now that season 2022 has come to an end, is there anything special that we are planning for these kids in 2023? That is the next season of Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program.
Okay, of course, we are going to do next season of Seed the Entrepreneur program. This time, we would like to take it one step ahead. It's not just students who are doing, because students are typically 12 to 16 years of age. They cannot start up easily. We want to bring engineering graduates here, and we want to bring finally product has to go and meet the customer. That's the spirit in which we are really running. So we will twin engineering graduates, engineering program. We already have a Connect Next program fantastic relationship with all the engineering colleges. We are going to do this. This is the next level of Seed the Entrepreneur. Yeah. Hemant, you would like to add anything?
Yeah, as we have seen through last 3 years journey of Seed the Future Entrepreneurs program, all the schools and the students are doing amazing work in discovering what could be a very different solution to some of the unique problems. And you have developed now idea, and you have demonstrated your idea through a idea prototype in this entire session. Now, how do we convert this idea into a real product? And that is where the engineers would be needed. And we thought that we can bring the engineering students, engineering colleges into this. So ideas conceptualized by the school students would then be engineered by the engineers, and it would be offered to Atal Innovation Mission and our other government organizations to take those products to the masses and probably help our country to solve some of the unique problems.
I want to thank the SAW Systems visionary leadership. By the way, if there's a lot of background noise, let me know. I'll move my location. I want to thank the SAW Systems visionary leadership with Sudarshan, Hemant, many other friends, Suhas, for taking this step. I feel very strongly that the next 25 years that we talk about up to 2047 is going to be the years of engineering, sort of engineering really sound, quality, world-class products. In other words, you know, we have, when one thinks of Jugaad, for example, we do, we celebrate the creative instinct and can fix attitude of people. Nothing wrong with it. But ultimately, for world leadership, we will need a solid productization. And I applaud the SAW Systems for taking the lead in bringing our youngest people to that sentiment.
Thank you, Dr. Chintan. We have a very special guest today. I think he is going to add another dimension to this program. I would request him to add here. Yeah.
Good evening. Brevity is the wit of soul, they say, but sadly I don't have that talent. So when I start speaking, somebody has to interrupt me and say, it's enough. Anyway, it was a privilege for me to be a part of this event, and I should also compliment our host, who is building up that, tempo. When I saw him, I think the next place he will land up is in a talent show. He is going to give you that jitters, especially those who are waiting for the results. The way he comes, that demeanor and the way he says, you expect that he's going to tell the result, but he's not. So that was also inspiring, and of course, the presentations, I was a bit late, so I could see about 2-3 presentations. Awesome, thinking, and what great minds India has got. You see, today, children are going to be the change makers when it comes to our country. If you see the population, the demographics of our country, 30 years and less than 30 years, almost 50% of the population. And 15 years and less than 15, again another quarter of population. So young population, who are going to drive towards that Amrit Kal, which we say 2047. So they are going to be the change makers. And if you see the learning, 0 to 7, it is in full speed. After that also we learn, but the kind of, knowledge that we pick up. And you throw a gadget today to a child, 10 years old or 12 years old. You throw an iPhone. He will teach you all the features that a phone has. And elders only have WhatsApp or SMS or call. Beyond that, we don't look. So innovative brains are there in kids, children, and that is what we are trying to, build an ecosystem, of course, through various, stakeholders who are there, like DOSOT. What actually happens is that you have to provide a platform for these children to showcase their innovative talents. That is where the transformative, technological transformation is going to happen. Now, since I am from agriculture, I would like to just, highlight it from an agriculture perspective. We all have seen the green revolution in the 60s. Then we have also become from a deficit to surplus country. We have started exporting food grains. Even during tough times like COVID, we didn't have any issues with food security, thanks to the buffer that we maintained. Now, the technologically we have been improving, but somewhere, if you see and if you analyze in perspective, are we matching the global standards in terms of our yields? Are we adept at, overcoming the challenges that day in and day out, nature throws up to us? Be it a climate change, or be it some other, outbreak, or even during pandemic times, have our systems been resilient? So when you have to actually counter these questions, it can be done only through technology. So the next set of revolution, in terms of, you talk about green revolution, yellow, blue revolution. In agriculture, the next revolution is only going to come through technology and innovation. And I add infrastructure to it. I say, IIT of agriculture is infrastructure, innovation, and technology. Because you need adequate infrastructure also for bringing innovation. So the building blocks for the next set of revolution, we are working on it. Most of us may not be available, when we touch to 2047. But the young children, I'm talking about the older generation, young children will be at their prime, and they will be seeing the fruits of all the efforts that we are making today to build a future for them. And that is why when I say, what will be the next phase that we have to go? We have to give life to their efforts. When I'm saying life, it's not the life that we are living. It is like leveraging innovation for future entrepreneurs. LIFE, life. So if we can do that, if we can build an ecosystem, and then we are doing justice for this younger lot.
Let me add, you see a special representation from Agriculture Ministry here with Sir Joint Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Shri Samuel Praveen Kumar sir. You might be wondering, what's this agriculture connection? And many of the ATLs would already know that Atal Innovation Mission Niti Aayog has collaborated with the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare to connect our Atal Tinkering Labs to KVKs, Krishi Vigyan Kendras, and Ataris. Right now, in the first phase, with the leadership of Secretary Sir and Joint Secretary Sir, we have initiated a pilot which will be with 11 KVKs and Ataris connected to 5 ATLs each, which is 55 ATLs in the first phase of this collaboration. And we see that there are so many innovations. Even today, of the 10 teams, there were many in agriculture. And overall, in several innovation competitions, hackathons, and various initiatives, we see there's an interest. We see that there are many innovations coming from the agriculture sector. But we also understand that until we work closely with the ministry, with the people who are actually facing those issues, we'll not hit the right problem statements. We'll not know what really exists as a solution right now and where we really need innovation. Instead of duplicating efforts, recreating things that already exist, or not nailing the right problem, this collaboration will enable that, because we will work very closely in a three-way partnership between ATLs, Ataris, KVKs, and their mentorship and expert guidance on domain knowledge will come in. Students will bring in their innovative mindset, their design thinking concepts, their creativity, their curiosity. Engineering students, like we just mentioned, that they're also going to participate in the next SEP season, will bring in that subject matter expertise when it comes to designing that solution or really taking it to the next level. And for that, we invite, just like AIM, Niti Aayog and Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare have collaborated, we invite Dassault Systems to collaborate with us and make it a three-way partnership to take this into a more structured program with great results and outputs. And for that, I want you to participate with us in the next season of STFE and SEP. We should have an element of agriculture focused where KVKs, Ataris, ATLs are all involved. And we see very targeted innovations next time around with the right problem statements identified. You want to add to that, Mr.
Thank you, Dipali ji, for inviting us to be part of such a important and I say very, very exciting program. And as sir said, it's a kind of a change we will bring where the young minds can start thinking about what kind of a different kind of a solution we can have for these kind of a challenges. So thank you very much, and we are all there to support Atal Innovation Mission, Ministry of Agriculture in this mission. Thank you.
It's, after hearing this initiative, I am literally jumping with joy inside. But as soon as you mentioned, as soon as you mentioned 55 ATLs, but right now we are 100. We started with 10 in 2020, then we expanded to 50, and then right now we are a whole ecosystem of 100 schools building pseudo startups. Are you trying to say that from 100 we will directly come down to 55?
That question Mr. Hemant will answer. I don't reduce numbers ever. For AIM and ATL, every year we increase numbers.
Okay, Shreyas, we don't want to go down, but we want to add. And definitely one addition is the mission which we add into our program. And that's the biggest addition, biggest inclusion, I would say, we will do. As we all know, we started in 2020 with 10 schools in Seed the Future Entrepreneur program. Next year we did 50, and this year we have 100 schools. Our next vision is to have 150 schools into the Seed the Future Entrepreneur program. So of course the 55 schools are coming from KVK collaboration. All the schools who are part of this year's program, those who are performing well and those who are really excited to move forward in this journey would be there. There are so many schools after what they have been seeing, what you guys are doing. They started reaching out to us that why are you not taking us into your program? So we are going to open the nomination for such schools who are currently not part of this. And that is how we will make a group of 150 schools, which would be very, very unique combination of all such things. At the same time, keeping our objectives of having schools from our border states, having schools from aspirational districts, having schools who are having all girls teams. So it would be a fantastic journey. I'm really keen to step into that journey for season 2023.
Thank you so much. I would not let you reduce the numbers. So let me add that there are going to be multiple entry points now to make this number 150. One of them will be the collaboration between AIM, KVK, and now Dassault joining hands into that. Those 55 schools. Also, the schools which are amongst the top 75 teams of ATL Marathon 21-22. We announced the results on Thursday. Those teams are also going to be a part of this, as well as, like Sir said, the schools which are right now a part of this journey and would like to continue, those as well. So it's a combination of all these schools that will come together again for creating history one more time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Hemant sir and Dipali ji, for not reducing the numbers and stabilizing my heartbeat for a bit there. But for all the new schools that are out there, for all the schools that want to be a part of this program, for all the schools who have just heard about the program and are watching us live, what would you say about the process of enrolling within the program? How do these schools enroll?
Okay, so since we want to involve more schools, make it open to schools who are interested to join this interesting journey, we would seek nominations of the schools. We would be having a QR code which will be published very soon, and it is there on the screen. Schools who are there right now, they can scan the QR code and submit the nomination form. It would appear on our website, Atal Innovation Mission's website as well. And through that, we expect the nominations to come from the schools by 10th of July. And then, of course, we will interact with you. And by 1st of August, we want to start our season 2023. So that's the plan. And that's the opening we are giving to all the schools and the new schools who want to be part of this program.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, this particular question I want to address specifically to Dr. Chintan Vaishnav and Sudarshan Mogasale, sir. Many of our students who are even present over here, they are pestering us with this question from many months that these schools want to file their patents. These schools want to launch their startups based on the innovative products that they have developed. How does La Foundation Dassault Systems and Atal Innovation Mission Niti Aayog Government of India plan to support these students and these pseudo startups?
Dr. Chintan, you... Oh, I was about to tell your name. Okay. So. Okay, on the patenting side, I will leave it to Dr. Chintan, maybe Deepali as well. As I mentioned earlier, we really want startups to do the product. There is no fun in just presenting something. So we are going to select 4 of the startups and going to take the last mile to help them really productize the product through one of our other initiatives called 3D Experience Lab. We had an internal discussion to, how to select and everything. We are going to support these 4 startups to really launch the product. That's what I can say. And I think patent side, I will leave it to Dr. Chintan.
Yes, I think let me speak a little more broadly to that conversation. The idea of protecting one's idea is a very important idea as such. And I think will require, apart from just being able to patent or copyright or trademark or what have you, largely patent because we're talking about products, one would have to learn, our teachers, our mentors, and of course our students will have to begin to understand that whole paradigm, in the sense that if you start something with wanting to patent something, then your entire communication strategy about that idea changes, because you're trying to communicate the idea, but you're not trying to divulge the claim, if you would. That is what one would like to, that understanding, and therefore that culture, etc., is what one would like to spread through the schools. So that's really the big picture. More concretely, the Controller General of Patents, Copyrights and Trademarks of India, incidentally now is headed by Dr. Unnat Pandit, who used to be a member of Atal Innovation Mission itself. And we have a very, very strong relationship with them, whereby they are, they plan to appoint a set of advisors who can be called in order to get advice as to how to patent your idea, and then also create a channel for school students to learn and apply for patents and so on. So that is the direction in which we're going. See if Dipali wants to add something to this.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chintan, and just absolutely what I would have said. I'll just add one thing, that in order to make this happen in a fast-paced manner, we will have the list of teams which are ready with their patent applications. We'll seek help from Dassault Systems to consolidate that from this year's STFE program as well as last year's program, and we'll take that consolidated list to the Patent Office, the Controller General of Patents Office of India, to help them, request them to help these student teams in terms of expediting the process, the guidance, the mentorship that is needed for it. We will separately target these teams to ensure that they are ahead on that patenting journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepali. I wanted you to say this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Samuel Praveen Kumar, sir, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Thank you very much, sir, for joining the session. I would like you to deliver the closing remarks for this panel discussion.
Before J.S. Samuels goes, can I say something?
Yes,
Do
sir,
we have a minute?
sure, please,
Okay.
please.
I just want to bring to everyone, I mean, especially the young people, to your consciousness, the following idea. See, this idea of connecting ATLs to the Krishi Vigyan Kendra. The entire sort of credit for coming up with that idea goes to the Honorable Prime Minister. You know, he told us in a meeting that, can you do this? And when he said that, and subsequently, as I thought about it, it occurred to me that if you look at the arc of the evolution of our education, right, in last 50 years, think about last 50 years of our education, there have been three waves. One is the science labs wave, creating science laboratories. Second wave has been creating computer labs in schools. That's the second wave. Third wave is creating maker spaces or Atal tinkering labs in schools, which is the most recent wave, right? Now, Disha, when she was speaking about the Sikkim, her idea, IO, she mentioned the Bernoulli's principle. I was very happy to hear that phrase. Uh, if we think about these networks, each of this is a network, right? Computer lab is a network, science labs is a network, tinkering labs is a network, and there are many other public networks in our country. There's the KVK, Krishi Vigyan Kendra network for agriculture. There's the Public Health Center network. There's the police. Police is a network which deals with cyber security, etc. If we're willing to connect these networks with a purpose of some kind, like we're doing here for agriculture, this, to me, is a shift in the paradigm, right? It's something non-linear happening here. We don't know the impact of it yet, but intuitively it feels to me that we have to make many such network-to-network connections. I just wanted to seed that in the minds of young people. Thank you very much.
Rightly said so. And of course, he has been very modest in giving the entire credit. Of course, the Honorable Prime Minister has spearheaded this, but I should also give credit to Dr. Chintan Vaishnav to come up with this idea, to engage Agriculture Ministry effectively for having this system of Atal Tinkering Labs, patched up with KVKs. Of course, we are starting off with small numbers. We have got 11 Atari zones, and each KVK we have picked up just to see how the system works, so that we slowly, grow, upscale it. and we can find some impact. And in agriculture, if you see, our Honorable Prime Minister always emphasizes, beej se bajar tak. See the connectivity, the linkage, you need to complete it. After all, why do we produce? One, to feed our hungry stomachs, and of course, to also, sell the products, get remunerative price for the farmers. Now, if you see technology, I'll just break it up into a very simplistic thing. Today, if you want to summarize all the technologies that we are talking about, maybe I can say it is ABCD technology. A for artificial intelligence, B for blockchain, C for cloud computing, D for data analytics, big data analytics, and E all electronic, E-NAM, e-marketing, all the e-tools which we have. So if we say ABCD, all these technologies are not connected with agriculture. They connect every sector with technology. So if you can bring in these ABCD elements in, whether it is healthcare, whether it is education, whether it is sanitation, or whether it is rural development, you can see transformative changes being brought in. In agriculture, right from beej se bajar tak, when I say from seed level, you can have analytics on soil. I saw one startup or one school actually inventing small kind of instrument, low cost instrument. Sarthi is it, for the pH, water. Of course, we have so many startups who are working on that. And here the key is, how do you upscale it? How do you have an impact on a large scale? Any technology must be able to easy to adopt. It should be available at affordable price. Technology should not be so expensive. And also it should be available to each and every one. And that is why you have all these platforms being built so that people are able to leverage the technology. And then you should also integrate these technologies. We can't have all technologies in isolation like some islands. We should connect them. That is why we work on building block systems. We work on interoperable systems. And India has been leading the way. Let me talk of the experiment of Aadhaar. Many people criticize what will Aadhaar do. But today everything is linked with Aadhaar. You have this UPI system. It has totally revolutionized. Go to even a vendor, street vendor, he will have a scan. Of course, he will prefer cash. But if you say, I don't have cash, then he will take out a small QR code from his pocket and say, okay, sir, you pay by UPI. So it has revolutionized. 46% of our transactions, global transactions are in India through digital. It's a huge number for our country. So technology can totally transform. But what I want to look at, not only in the field of agriculture, but even other fields also, there are many inventions, innovations coming up. We should not confine ourselves to having these technologies for our domestic consumption. We should look at the global market. That is what our Honorable Prime Minister in US has pitched for. India can become a trendsetter globally. And our children are no less, they're all talented. They have all this, inquisitiveness to experiment, come up with new, when you throw up challenges, they come up with solutions. And, systems like DOSAT, foundations, and others who are all working very closely. We must all try to come together, build an ecosystem. Every government institution has an ecosystem. You go to DPIIT, they promote startups. Agri Ministry, we have agri incubation centers. We have implementing agencies, agri incubation centers, RKBY, you must have heard about Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. We promote startups. Today we have nearly about more than 2,000 startups in agri field alone. And some of them have really, grown. They may not have reached the unicorn status, but still their turnovers are in huge numbers. And the day is not far off when we will see unicorns in agri also. These can bring about the changes that we desire to see. The population is growing. We are going to have challenge with climate, changing climate. We may be having conflicts like Russia, Ukraine, which are going to impact our food systems. And if you are working on the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations, 17 goals, most of them are connected with agriculture. Food, life, above land or life below water, whatever you call it, sustainable systems, rural livelihoods, employment. 55% of our population today is still dependent on agriculture. So agriculture is going to be the driver, whether it is industry, service sector. If agriculture does well, everything else will also do well. That is what Samivan says, everything else can wait, but agriculture cannot. So agriculture is going to be a prime thing for us. And if today we have made the progress over the last 9-10 years, whatever progress we have made, it has been all through technology. So, earlier what used to happen, we were like, driven by the change. That's what I was telling. But today we are driving the change. Our people, our technology, our scientists, our innovations are showing the way to the world. And forums like this, definitely, we had talent shows for singers, we have IPL for cricketers, but we should have something for innovation, a platform for innovation. And that should be the big, picture for us as we move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Shreyas, I would like to add
Yes, sir.
some new thoughts, sir, you have put in. And again, I quote our Honorable Prime Minister during his address to US Congress, he mentioned, there are opportunities of collaboration endless. There is a potential of working together is limitless. And there is a chemistry which is to be built is effortless. And what we are seeing here is a chemistry being built effortlessly. So thank you, Dr. Chintan, Dipali ji, to taking us to be part of your ecosystem and building a chemistry which we can take it forward. And now with sir's blessing, we can add more and more such dimensions into it. Thank you.
I think we will go on to do many, many more things, I have no doubt. So once again, my apologies for not being there in person, and thank you for making this video call work so effortlessly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. To summarize this panel discussion, the top 3 teams of Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs Program Season 2022 will be invited to the Startup 20 Conclave in Gurgaon on 3rd and 4th of July. Atal Innovation Mission and ICAR are going to involve Krishi Vigyan Kendras and Atal Tinkering Labs to team up and find innovative solutions to agricultural problems. Atal Innovation Mission and Indian Council of Agricultural Research invites La Fondation Dassault Systems to take it forward. Innovative collaboration of 11 KVKs and 55 ATLs under Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs Program and Connect Next program will be how we will drive this initiative forward. This year, that is the next season of Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs Program will have a total of 150 schools which will be selected on different parameters. Interested schools, please submit your nominations by 10th of July 2023. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, panel, for joining us for this discussion. I would now request Hemant sir and Sudarshan sir to please felicitate Mr. Samuel Praveen Kumar sir, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Now it's the moment that everyone has been waiting for. No, now is really the moment that everyone has been waiting for. I know that you are not taking me seriously right now after so many retakes of this one dialogue, but I would request Padma Shri Pramod Kale sir and Samuel Praveen Kumar sir to please come forward and unveil our this year's trophies. And as Pramod Kale sir mentioned about 3D printing, this year we have 100% 3D printed trophies. These trophies are printed in nylon using the selective laser sintering technology. Thank you very much, sir. I would now request you to join us on the stage. And I would also request Dipali ji, Sudarshan sir, Bijuraj sir, and Hemant sir to please join us on the stage for the felicitation program. I would also like to invite Mr. Deepak NG, Managing Director, Dassault Systems India. So now, there are various categories for which,
I will announce if you don't announce this time.
as you are able to see over here, I don't have any winners listed. So, okay. We have various categories under which we announce winners every year. So we will begin with the category winners, and we will go along the process. To the category winners, I would request you to just stand on your positions, and then to the winners to come forward for the award ceremony. For the first category, we have the product for most relevant theme. For the category biomimicry, the winners are now my technical team is building up the so Nyan Prabodhini Prashala Pune for the product Elifier. I would request the team to come forward and collect the certificate of
That's it.
So for the third category of aviation and aerospace, the winners are the winners are City Pride School, Pune, for the product Madhumitra. For the next category of awards, we have product for the best school from aspirational districts, and the winner is Government Higher Secondary School Teju for their product Hornbill Thermoware. For the next category of awards, we have the best all girls team, and the winning team is Balbharti Public School, Pitampura, New Delhi for their product Fitbag. The team is not present over here today as they were not a part of the top 12 teams to present in the finals. For the next category of awards, we have Best Startup Logo. The best startup logo was for the team Delhi Public School, New Town, Kolkata for their product Prakruti. And I am able to sense a lot of excitement off the stage here, and the students are coming running. The team will receive the certificate a bit later. The team will receive the certificate a bit later. Great. For the next category of winners, we have the best ATL school, and the winning team is Care International School for their product Vasp Technologies. Have the best non-ATL school, and the winners are Coimbatore Public School for their product Purse Prudent. award category, we have School for the Best Platform Utility. Now over here, we have a tie between two schools, and the teams are DAV Centenary Public School Paschim Enclave for their product Road Leveler, and Springdale School Dhaulakwa for their product Agromitra. I would like to make a correction over here. DAV Centenary Public School, Rohtak Road, New Delhi, and Springdale School, Dhaulakwa for Agromitra. I think we have seen many categories now, and the suspense is higher than ever. So now, we would take a look at the second runner-up of Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs Program, Season 2022, and the prize goes to the technical team is not sensing any energy over here. Give them some noise so that they'll be able to tell you. City Pride School, Nigdi, Pune. The first runner-up so it's really nice that you are already showing some and the enthusiasm died down. So unless and until we see some enthusiasm, I don't think that our team is going to showcase. And the first runner-up for Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs Program, Season 2022 is Paljor Namgyal's Girls School, Second. And so, how many of you want to know the name of the winner? I am only able to see 2 hands over here. Come on, make some noise. Come on, show your hands, make some noise. And the winner for Made in 3D Seed the Future Entrepreneurs Program, Season 2022 is Swami Atmanand, Government Multipurpose Higher Secondary, Hindi Medium, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. Please have a huge round of applause, everyone. And we are able to see some amazing slogans. Thank you very much, everyone. But now, for the audience who was not a part of the presentations today, they must be wondering why these teams won this competition and what was so special about their products. So, we have already seen what's so special about Paljor Namgyal's Girls' School. I would now like to invite one student from City Pride School and one student from Government Secondary School, Bilaspur, to come forward and present their product in 3 minutes.
So a very good evening to one and all present here. I am Soham Kulkarni from City Pride School, Pune. And so I would like to briefly explain about our product here. So firstly, the theme we chose was aviation and aerospace because the problem statement we came up with was bees building hives at unwanted places which could injure people, which could cause harm and cause a lot of nuisance to people. So we thought that which theme could this fit in to solve the problem most efficiently. So the theme we chose was aviation to solve this particular problem. So now the working of this particular product to solve the problem was, firstly, this would be comprised of 2 attachments. This one would be the smoke releaser, which would emit smoke. There would be a fan underneath it and a burning substance on top of the plate, which would drive the smoke upwards. So smoke is scientifically proven to calm down honeybees and drive them away. So once that is done over with, then comes the slicer attachment, which would slice the hive. So after all this has been done, the bees actually see that particular place as vulnerable and do not return to that particular place again. So the problem is solved, and that is our product. So thank you.
Thank you very much, team. I would now like to invite one student from Government Multipurpose Higher Secondary School, Bilaspur, to present their product.
सबसे पहले नमस्ते सर। हमारे प्रोजेक्ट का नाम है फूड रिलैक्सो शू। हमने सर बेसिकली इसे न्यूरो और स्पाइन के मरीजों को देखते हुए बनाया है। हम गांव गए, हमने सर्वे किया, तब हमें पता चला कि बहुत सारे ऐसे मरीज होते हैं जो न्यूरो और स्पाइन रोग से ग्रसित होते हैं और उन्हें मतलब इलाज नहीं मिल पाता है, और न्यूरो की जो सर्जरी होती है सर वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा महंगी होती है। तो सर इसे देखते हुए हमने फूड रिलैक्सो शू का निर्माण किया है। ये यहाँ पर जो आप देख रहे हैं सर, ये स्पाइनल के पॉइंट्स है सर, और बीच में जो मैग्नेट्स है सर, ये होल्स दिए हैं हमने, हम इसमें मैग्नेट्स लगाएंगे। मैग्नेट्स जो है सर ब्लड सर्कुलेशन में हेल्प करेगा। हमारे शरीर में सर ब्लड में आयरन की मात्रा पाई जाती है, तो हम मैग्नेट्स लगाएंगे तो इससे जब हम अपने फूड रिलैक्सो शू को शूज़ के अंदर पहनेंगे सोल के रूप में, तब जब चलेंगे तो ब्लड सर्कुलेशन होगा उस पैरों से लेकर सर तक का, जिससे हमारा जो स्वास्थ्य है वो अच्छा बना रहेगा। इसे हमने 2 वर्जन बनाया है इसके, एक अल्फा वर्जन है और एक बीटा वर्जन है। देख सकते हैं आप, अल्फा वर्जन हार्ड है जबकि बीटा वर्जन फ्लेक्सिबल है। और सर इसका कॉस्ट ओनली सर अल्फा वर्जन का 100 है एंड बीटा वर्जन का 299 है ओनली। और हम सर अपने प्रॉफिट का 5 रुपए सर गर्ल चाइल्ड एजुकेशन को डोनेट करेंगे। हम अपने उनकी पढ़ाई पर खर्च होगा सर वो पैसा। सो थैंक यू सर।
Thank you very much, team. I would now like to request Bijuraj Balakrishnan sir to please come forward and felicitate our esteemed panel of jury members. So we have with us Dr. Yogesh Kulkarni, Executive Director for Vigyan Ashram. Mr. Shashikant Chaudhary, co-founder of Babyverse. Mr. Pratap Shukla, CEO and founder of Take It Ideas Solutions Lab Private Limited. Mr. Rajiv Kumar Singh, 3D Experience Platform R&D Software Engineering Director. And one and only Ms. Dipali Upadhyay, Program Director, Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog, Government of India. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, Bijuraj sir. I would now like to call on stage Mr. Deepak NG, Managing Director, Dassault Systems India, to share his closing remarks.
Wow, what an energy. The only disappointment is, in presence of all senior people and government executives, I can't call you guys to come and join from Monday, Dassault Systems. Right? Because still you have a long way to go. I know the excitement was there. The excitement was not from this morning, right? It was there from what? 8 months, 9 months, 1 year. So it's real dedication and hard work you guys all have put in. So I want to share 3 things, or rather I should say the 3 P's. PPP. I mean, I just kind of like looking at this, I wanted to share this. One, the first P is nothing but passion. So the passion in which you guys presented today was also seen the way you have actually spent time in building this product. I'll not shy away in saying that personally me and our team has a lot of opportunity to visit most of the corporates where they are into design, R&D. Whenever we see those innovation happening, right, they do with passion. And you are at par with that. You kids were at par. The passion. Then comes potential. I'm not talking about business potential because you guys have done an extremely wonderful job in not only designing a product but also telling that what potential it has and where it can go and what you can make in terms of money. And also, I'm happy to know that you have already decided to contribute for some good cause also, the profits what you make. I'm not talking about that potential. The potential which Mr. Praveen Samuel spoke about in terms of what as a country by 2047, what it looks like. That means like, we are all confident there is a potential here and you can shape things for the better. So this is something which is very visible. So you should be proud of yourselves. Now comes the third part, passion, potential. But one interesting thing what I saw and what you all agree and what everybody in here will agree is the purpose. Every single product what you guys have done had some purpose. Purpose towards solving the problems which what many of us face today. Many of the villagers, maybe it is related to healthcare, maybe it related to the water, maybe related to life saving. So it is something which is very, very essential. That means the thought process what you are actually putting in is truly innovative for a cause. So please don't give up. I know I'm not only talking about these 12 teams, the 100 teams, 100 schools. I think look at the energy. Everybody must have put in the same level of energy. And I know there are only 3 winners, but everybody in the room will agree that all 100 teams are the winners. All 100. And next year it is going to be 150. And I don't know about 2025. That target was not given, even though we have our own target for next 5 years. So it's very, very evident that it's progressing, and we are seeing a huge contribution, not only from the student community, but the government and the industry. And this is the true collaboration, I should say, industry, academia, and government. You can see this. So there is a clear policy. I mean, it's not a joke, right? When Prime Minister of India participating in an event and appreciating the students, what you have done, some of you have witnessed. And it's not easy to expect some of the senior government officials and Kale sir spending time for almost 3 hours here. That means it's not just for an act, it's for a cause. And I do agree with Mr. Praveen Chanel that the platforms are very important so that you leverage this platform, utilize this, and then grow from here. No matter whether you win or lose, but it's a path for you to grow and then take this step to take your innovation or innovative product to the next level. Thanks to Sudarshan for actually highlighting the last mile part. You need to realize, right? So good part is you are actually under the visibility of all the stakeholders. Now, definitely you're going to realize, and the necessary support will come from all the stakeholders in terms of how you want to put across to the market. I know some of you have actually put how you can make 500 crores per year. Very good. Whether you make 500 crores or 50 crores, it doesn't matter. But the thinking, the mindset, what it matters. How you are going to build your product, how you are going to market. And look at those videos, the marketing videos, I was amazed. And the logo guy, energy, I don't know. I have not seen any of my colleagues celebrating like that. I'm going to use this, and it is going to be our real test for our employees to celebrate whatever success actually. This shows the energy, and this shows the positive energy of that. Great going. So once again, I would like to, I'll not forget to thank Hemant. It is his passion, right? His passion and his thought process, his vision from 10 schools to 100 schools to 150. I don't know what he has in mind, but this is something which, thank you for giving me an opportunity to be here with all the regular day-to-day business activities, running around, traveling, and this is probably the best day I have spent. I'm going to kind of try to connect and go through all your websites, whatever you have shared, so that it helps us to learn. And the jury members said very clearly, there are a lot of things to learn also. This is interesting, and this is the future, I'll tell you. Because one thought which you guys have left, or today what happened, I'll tell you, whatever little conversations I had with so many people while having tea or while discussing in between the break, right? What you guys have left was, unknowingly, you guys were all presented like established professionals, okay? You guys were like presenting the way you had targets in mind, you have marketing plans in mind, you have product, designer, R&D. When jury asked, how do you share your responsibility? You clearly, without any hesitation, you said, this guy is for logo, this guy is for marketing, this guy is for product design, he was engineering, he was doing survey. So roles and responsibilities, you did everything. And you know what others were actually thinking? What the senior guys were thinking? Not many, at least me and few of our colleagues. What we were thinking when you guys are presenting like real professionals? Any guess? I'll tell you. Most of them said, we're scratching our head. What were we doing at your age? we were like, I don't know. I don't remember. Like Vijay, you are saying, right? B2B. What is B2B? A, B, C, D. What is B2B? Look at the knowledge, look at the strength. And there are certain elements which really made lot of senior people think and learn. I think please continue this momentum. This will only take you to new heights. There will be competition. Don't worry about competition. First is not always the goal which you need to put. The effort, the passion, and right attitude, right positive attitude will automatically take you to places, because as a country in India, we have huge potential. And together we can actually make again and again world think that we are the best and we are going to be the best, and we are going to continue to demonstrate how better products, better quality of education, better quality of students, and better entrepreneurs can come from India. Congratulations once again. Wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Deepak sir. I would now like to invite Mr. Hemant Gadge, Executive Director, La Fondation Dassault Systems India, for his vote of thanks.
As Deepak said and everybody has said, great energy, great passion, great execution, and winning hearts of everyone. That is what I would like to sum this day. And congratulations to everyone who participated. Congratulations to everyone who supported. Congratulations to everyone who mentored this team, including the teachers, including the Dassault System volunteers who were mentoring each of these teams. So I'm here to thank all of you for what you have achieved. And as our chief guest and sir has said, that the future of India of next 25 years is to be defined by you. So that's where you are. So I'm here to thank our internal team which worked behind this entire thing. And the first name I would like to take is Shreyas. Shreyas has been working day and night out. I don't know how many hours or how many minutes he has slept during last 10-15 days. And one secret I would like to also highlight is Shreyas is not part of La Fondacia team. He worked as a volunteer, at the same time respecting his own primary responsibility in the organization. So thank you, Shreyas. Well done. And with him, we had a team of 100 school champions, zonal champions, and so many people who made this program successful. I'm not sure if we have all the photographs here on the slide, but each of them, they have been part of this program ever since we launched. And without anybody telling them, without any manager coming to them, they have been all the vision to make this entire thing successful and help our students to be the future innovators and future entrepreneurs for our country. So big hand to entire volunteers team. And I request all of you to come on the stage, those who are there present today. So thank you would be a small word to talk about them. And you have seen what they have done through the actions and whatever got covered today. Two people are missing here, and I want to call upon them on the stage. Praveen Bhagoji, he is part of La Foundation team, and Swasti Shri. So they are part of the La Foundation team, and they have been supporting everything which is happening apart from other La Foundation programs. And I must also thank the entire management team, Sudarshan, Deepak, Manish, everybody. Thibaut from headquarters, Mary Pierre, David In, the entire La Foundation global team. So I thank them. And I cannot stop this function here. I want to thank Atal Innovation Mission, Deepali ji, Pratik, Sumant, Dr. Chintan, and for everything they have supported us. They are the one who motivated us to take this forward. And as I said, the chemistry of this is, of course, effortless. And internally, the entire brand head team, the leadership team here, so many names are here. Vivek is there, Josefa is there, Yogesh is there, others are there. So thank you very much. And we will come again with a bigger mission, bigger vision for 2023. Thank you.
One, two, three, go!
Yes. So thank you very much everyone for joining us for this amazing opportunity. And as mentioned by Sudarshan in our panel, hello, 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 hello. Please settle down. So as mentioned by Sudarshan sir in his address during the panel discussion, we have a 3D experience lab at our DASO campus. In this 3D experience lab, we have an online community of creators. This particular community is known as Open Frugal Innovation. To join this community and see all the amazing work that people are doing and share your amazing work and get help from the 3D Experience Lab, you can scan the QR code present on the screen and take a look at it. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining, and have a great night ahead. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to all the participants. And let's have a blast next year as well. Thank you very much.